Right. How to make a killer schedule for CAT preparation? So we're focusing on people preparing for CAT and how do you make a schedule for the same. Been training students for more than 24 years for MBA entrance examination, so fairly comfortable with how to crack the exam and make a schedule. So first step is to understand the paper pattern. Look at least sections of the paper we are saying one. Know the type of question that come. Remember, CAT has a very different type of question. For example, in verbal, they focus more on RCs. Out of 2416 questions are RCs. So knowing the paper pattern will help you to create a schedule better. So know the proper pattern, that you know which areas to focus on, which areas not to focus on. One way is to write a mock and analyze. So you know which is a strong area and weak area. Because in the first phase of your preparation, it's good to focus on your weak area. Then the second, third phase, you can accordingly modify. First phase, focus on your weak areas. You know which are your weak areas and strong areas. You know how to make a plan. Second, know your time frame. I mean, let's say I want to complete my syllabus, say 3 months, 4 months, depending on time available to you. I mean, say I'm going to start right now. In 4 months' time, I want to complete my syllabus. Okay. And that you can modify a bit as and when you progress. You realize you are not able to complete the syllabus, maybe extend time. Maybe you can start with 3 months plan. As and when you find it difficult, maybe you can extend to 3.5, 4 months. That's fine. But don't extend too much. I mean, you need a second phase of preparation, which is very important for preparation. In which case, when you start the preparation, start with important topics so that even if it extends, the later half is not so important topic. At least you've done the important topics properly. Right? So look at which has a higher weightage in the examination and try to focus on that. Then make a weekly plan. So say I want to complete my syllabus in 3 weeks time, right? So when you say 3 weeks time, will be around 12, 13 weeks. It's a 13 weeks of preparation. So if I have 13 weeks, so let's say there are 20 topics of mathematics. Let's see an example. If there are 20 topics of mathematics, that means 20 out of 13, I may approximately do 1.5 topics per week. That means maybe of maths on week 1, I will do averages, full topic, and maybe half of percentages. So 1.5 topic per week. Same logic may be a complete arrangement. DIM will take table. Verbal, maybe in a week I'll read for 5 hours, I'll do vocabulary, some words. So keep some weekly target as to what you need to do. I mean, it's very important to break up your whole state syllabus into smaller targets, easier to complete as. Then once that, make a daily plan. How are you going to plan your daily? It makes sense to divide your work and not club it into one particular time. For example, maybe you're working. So maybe morning I'll spend reading time, moment I get up. Then maybe I will start with mathematics. I'll do averages as such. Then I go for office. So on the way or in the office, I can read. Technically, if you're going to read in the office, you can skip this morning reading and utilize for something else. Maybe solving a DI set or solving a puzzle, etc. Then when you come back again, maybe 1 hour you can solve again a max maybe percentages. Do half an hour of DLR and then maybe reading. So this is what you can do in a day. As a matter of fact, most of the if you find it tired and too much, you can do most of the reading, solving puzzles, calculation in the office time. So which means at home you can focus on doing maths and DLR on a time available to you. That is possible. Important to plan based on what is important, what is not. Remember that. Okay. Try to recap of the week. In a week, just revise what you've done during the week. Make a book for important questions, formulas, mistakes. Review have been following the plan during the whole week on a regular basis. All that helps. Be consistent. Don't try to be perfect in your preparation, but ensure that you do it regularly. That's more important. You may not be able to do all the sums, you may not be able to master it, but as long as you're regular, you should be able to do well in the exam. Track your progress weekly so you know how are you doing and accordingly modify your preparation depending. Okay, don't compare with others. Maybe if others are faster or slower, don't compare with others. You have your own pace, own plan, follow it, and that's more important. And let your plan be flexible. Don't be rigid to your plan. Maybe someday you have something else. Try to be consistent as far as possible. But if something doesn't work, don't get demotivated. Modify your plan and work on that. Helps. Right. We'll come up with more videos that will help you with regards to CAT preparation. If you're writing CAT or any other management entrance exam, do subscribe to the channel. Thank you.